One of the oldest Christmas Eve exercises and practices was ultimately the telling of ghost tales around a fire. In fact, it became so popular that in 1891, an English humorist named Jerome K. Jerome would write a book called Told After Supper, in which it was a collection of ghost stories to do exactly that, tell after supper around a fire as everyone was sort of winding down, as a way to entertain, distract, even scare each other during the long evening, as it usually fell at this period of time. And in the introduction, he reveals exactly how popular it was, of course, to tell these tales, in which an abridged version goes, "It was Christmas Eve," he starts. "Of course, as a mere matter of information, it is quite unnecessary to mention the date at all, as the experienced reader knows it was Christmas Eve, without my telling him, because it is always Christmas Eve in a ghost story. Why on Christmas Eve of all nights in the year, I never could myself understand. It is invariably one of the most dismal nights to be out in, cold, muddy, and wet. And besides, at Christmas time, everybody has quite enough to put up with in the way of a house full of living relations, without wanting any ghosts of any dead ones mooning about the place, I am sure. There must be something ghostly in the air of Christmas, something about the close, muggy atmosphere that draws up the ghosts, like the dampness of the summer rains brings out the frogs and snails. And not only do the ghosts themselves always walk on Christmas Eve, but live people always sit and talk about them on Christmas Eve. Whenever 5 or 6 English-speaking people meet round a fire on Christmas Eve, they start telling each other ghost stories. Because nothing satisfies us on Christmas Eve but to hear each other tell authentic anecdotes about specters. It is a genial, festive season, and we love to muse upon graves and dead bodies and murders and blood."